Look at these SJWs who think the world can be saved. No. Look at them. Every person in that picture, definitely organic portal. Can guarantee you. These SJW, social justice warriors. Hey, society's the problem and they still so inured they fight with it and fight for it. It's like coincidentia positorum for retardation state. Anyway, it's not the planet heating up from just, our emissions. That's happening simultaneously as the whole solar system is heating up. Remember, the other planets are showing the signs of heating as well. And it's because it's the sun. Oh yeah, that really big thing that controls the whole solar system. So, the planet is trying to eject us as it. It's culminated us. We're its children, but it's trying to eject us, its essence in us, so that we are not just representatives of Earth, but we're representations. So that, we are actually Earth in space. Everything that Earth has stood for, The diversity, I don't know, what else does Earth stand for? Like having an environment and knowing how to terraform. All these big things. And the Earth is instilling all this in us and then ejecting us to space as it. Like we are it. We are the Earth, is what I'm saying. And, because it knows its days are limited. It's not just going to spin around forever. It's even known, not only is the pole shifting and all that, but the Earth's magnetic rotation is slowing. The Earth is actually not rotating as fast as it used to. It's slowing down. So it's not going to all last forever. This is what I think the main thing people need to come to terms with. Just like your life, your body doesn't, last forever. The Earth's not going to last forever. And in fact, what I'm saying is that it's not even like 1,000 years in the future or whatever. Yes, we've got that long, generally speaking. We're going to be able to live here for the next 1,000 years, yes. But we're going to be needing to hatch the escape plan, before that. You don't just wait until year 999 and then in the last year, you do the escape plan and make it. Yeah, the universe kind of works a bit like that, but what I'm saying is that we've got even less time than this, to do with the oceans rising, the pole shifting, mega earthquakes and mega storms and blah, blah, blah. So that's what I'm trying to say. We don't have 1,000 years really. There's going to be disastrous effects long before then. Maybe even an asteroid, you know what I mean? But this is all, there is a divine path. The universe is not, stupid. It's highly intelligent. And so, the Earth can sense the sun, our star. And I think if the mushroom's the largest body on Earth, right, the largest sort of sensory network has picked up and said, hey, maybe the sun is not so healthy. And that's why the mushroom always astral travels you through the star ley lines. When you trip on mushrooms, you often go from star to star. The magic mushrooms. Well, that happens because it knows and it's trying to show you the way. It's saying, hey, look, you go left at Alpha Centauri and right at Aldebaran, and, that's what the mushroom's doing because it knows. It can sense that far away. It's barely in a body. The mushroom is such a light body, it's not a dense, big elephant or anything. And its brain is its stomach as well, right? It's barely kind of here. It's barely in form. You know what I mean? It's a very much a hyper being, or I don't know, a hyperspace being, or multidimensional being, or entheogen, plant spirit. That's why I think Buddhism has had a big failure because it says plants, don't have a soul and that. So they don't understand entheogens, and that's not in the Buddhist, religion to, take psychedelics either. The most enlightening plants on the planet, above spirulina and above goji berries, which I love both of them, but they're the highest vibrational foods closest to the sun. But then there is beyond that outside of the vibrational food pyramid, hovering above it is the psychedelics, the natural, not acid tabs and MDMA. I mean the natural fungi and plant hallucinogens, and there's very few of them. There's like 10 of them. So magic mushrooms, ayahuasca, and all that, salvia divinorum. And I think our sun, is not as healthy as we think, and it's called the fifth sun. Even the Mayans said there's 5 humanities. What they really mean is, this is the fifth sun that we're trekking into now, and I don't think it's as healthy as we think for us. And we're going to find that out in the next 1,000 years for sure. Maybe even we'll connect it to cancer rates going up as well. Maybe it's not just the food. You see what I'm saying? It's all sorts of, ozone hole layer depletions, ozone hole layers and stuff like that. The world is falling apart. You see it? The Earth's losing its rotation, losing its magnecy, etc. And I think the mushroom picks up on all of this. And, these mushrooms have giant networks that run for kilometers under the soil and all that. It's like how they try and catch neutrinos, the scientists, in their underground bunkers with lead and stuff. Well, the mushroom is collecting like all the spectrum, and I think from very far away it really realizes what's going on from I don't know how many light years away, maybe 50 light years, maybe 100 light years, but further than we're picking it up and that we're conscious of anyway, most of us anyway. And I think that's why there's this massive die-off going to happen, Homo sapiens here. It's the end of Homo sapiens and, the beginning of Homo cosmic ecstaticus. Just like Neanderthals went extinct, but 3% of their DNA is still in the Homo sapien body, some Homo sapien organic portal people's DNA is now mixed with the Homo cosmic ecstaticus. That's us guys, the people, we think we're soul humans and that. We're Homo cosmic ecstaticus. We're just more spirited. We're more internal, we're more multidimensional. That's all it is. Okay? Sorry to ruin the party of mystery. Because everyone wants to be like, oh, we're from another universe and all this. And I think the answers are much more simple, but it's kind of hard to comprehend unless you can fit this all together. And, this has just seemingly come to me. It's my path. Well, you can't be jealous because I'm jealous of, I can't be jealous of people on their path and the things that they have and know, because that's their path. We're all a different, aspect of Earth, but what I'm saying is generally it feels the star is not as healthy as we think it is, us from the ego stupidity's perspective, and it's trying to eject us, those of us who it wants to represent it, right? It's going to kill off everyone else, that's obvious. And, we're going to go, supposedly to space and all that. So, colonize the universe. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that, these 1.5, what is this? 1.5 degrees Celsius targets. Can you not already see that 1.5% is nothing? Do you know what I mean? In any system of percentage. 1.5% is 1%. It ain't 10%. It's not even 50%. You know what I mean? do you see what I'm saying? It's only 1%. It's nothing. It's not going to do anything. That's what I'm saying. This is absolutely useless. These people are absolutely retarded SJWs. You're like, oh, well, at least try. Our kids. You're the idiot who can't see that you shouldn't be having kids now. That time is over. The expansion, the baby booming era, that was another layer of process for all this. But that nothing lasts forever. I mean, I hate to say the Buddha, and actually side with the Buddhist of the impermanence principle, but nothing lasts forever. I think everyone's going to have to come to terms with this. You're going to be forced by the universe, not the Illuminati, but by the universe to come to terms with all this. Anyway, I just wanted to say, can't you see that straight away? 1.5% degrees, dollars, percentage, whatever percentage in any system, it's only 1%. There's 99 more percent. You know what I mean? It's a stupid target, is what I'm saying. It's not going to achieve anything. It's a harebrained scheme by a stupid ego, basically. And the SJWs, they're social retard warriors. They think that society is just going to last forever. No, it sprung up in an incredibly habitual period after the last ice age. It was been like the calmest period on Earth. We managed to finally coalesce, the society we have, keep the technologies. We didn't get wiped out halfway through, you know what I mean? It's all a plan, the divine plan and all that. But yeah, I'm just trying to say, hey, wake up, and this is a stupid target. It's 1%. 1.5 degrees Celsius is not going to do anything. Or maybe it lasts like 100 years, but probably not even, or something, you know what I mean? It's so ephemeral and so myopic that the ego created it as a target.